Thanks for joining us for Understanding Real Estate with Realtor Becky Cobb of West Cobb Alliance, part of the ReeceNichols Real Estate Group in Neosho.
And so, Becky Cobb, when is the best time to buy a home this year?
I am so glad you asked me that, Luke, because I have an article right here that says the best time to buy a home in 2024 is the week of September 29th through October 5th. So you have just a few days left. Maybe it's already passed by the time you hear this. But this week historically shows that we have the best balance in market conditions that favor buyers. So you've been sitting on the sidelines, waiting for maybe interest rates to come down a little bit. They have come down a little bit. Prices seem to be evening out, and we have good inventory available. I know our team has seen a lot of activity in the last couple weeks. Seems like people are ready to get into a new home before the holidays. And so I'd say if you've been sitting on the back burner and saying, yeah, we're ready for a new home, but just don't know when to jump in, right now is a pretty good time to jump in.
We're here once again today with Becky Cobb. And Becky, what do people need to know about closing costs?
Well, if you're a buyer, your closing costs are going to be approximately 3% of the total cost of the home that you're purchasing. And they're going to cover things like loan application fees, a credit report. You'll have to have the home appraised if you're borrowing money. So an appraisal will be covered in that. You'll need to fund your escrow account, and that's your taxes and insurance. And depending on your lender, it'll be anywhere from 6 months to a year's worth of money to cover those things. So there's several fees that a buyer is going to have in addition to the actual price of the home. So that's a really good conversation to have with your lender and understand what those fees are going to be. Also, sometimes we can make arrangements in our contracts that a portion of those may be covered by the seller. So good conversation to talk to your lender with.
We're here again today with Becky Cobb. And so, Becky, what are some tips people could remember to reduce their closing costs?
If you're a buyer, you have several options. One of the things is in your negotiation with the seller, you may be able to roll your closing cost into the price of the home. And so that's one of the things we can discuss with the seller and see what kind of concessions they may be willing to make with you. In our area, we usually see closing cost around $5,000 to $6,000. And sometimes we can roll part of those into the overall cost of the home. Another thing is shop around for your home insurance. Home insurance rates are all over the place right now. They are going up. Do yourself a favor, shop around a little bit. And then there are some programs that you can discuss with your lender that might provide some closing cost assistance, such as the MHA DC program. Talk with your lender, and they can give you some good ideas on how you can get those closing costs covered and be in your new home by Christmas.
Becky Cobb joins us in studio again today. And so, Becky, what are things people need to remember if they are preparing their home for a sale?
First of all, you need to clean. You need to clean. And don't be embarrassed about hiring somebody to help you clean. We have some excellent cleaning services in the area. And, you know, that is one of the biggest, hugest things when you are getting ready to sell your home. Your home is no longer your home. It's a product you are trying to sell. And so you need to take a really good critical look at it. Make sure you take care of any deferred maintenance issues. Make sure the front door looks nice and fresh. The lawn's mowed. You got pretty flowers or nice wreath. You may want to go ahead and have a home inspection done and see if there's any hidden things. And just, again, make sure it looks as pretty as it possibly can. One time I had a woman walk into a home where the spices were organized perfectly. And she went, oh. She didn't realize she was going to have to keep those spices organized herself after she moved in, but it made a real impact, and I never forgot that.
We're here again with Becky Cobb. And Becky, last time we talked about cleaning our homes before a sale. What else do people need to know if they want to sell their home?
I think a really important thing is if you haven't had your HVAC system checked out in a while, get an HVAC tech out there and have them go through the entire system, make sure that it's operating properly. Maybe you need to change filters, maybe you need something Freon. Get a good check on that and get a written report. Also the same with the roof. If it's been a while since you've had your roof checked, our our roofers in the area are always happy to come by and do a roof check and give you a good evaluation. Get those reports in writing. It's information that we can pass on to the potential buyer and sometimes help you get through the situation with less expectations from your buyer because you can already provide them with a clean bill of health. Or if you don't get a clean bill of health, let's get those items fixed and your sale will go much more smoothly.
If you would like to know more about understanding real estate, you may contact Becky Cobb at 417-592-3245 of the West Cobb Alliance, your realtors for life. Find out more on the web at neosho.homes.